Well, we're almost done with chapter 1. There's one more thing I want to do before you take the chapter 1 post-test, and that is I want to go through the pre-test with you to make sure you fully understand all of these questions, and that's going to set you up for success when you take the post-test. And I didn't do this right away after the test. I waited until after you saw the strategies because I'm going to use those words backtracking and number picking for several of these questions, and I wanted to make sure you understand what I was talking about when I said, oh, we're just going to be doing some number picking here. Now you're going to know exactly what I mean. So let's start at the beginning. We're not going to use backtracking and number picking on all of these questions. We're going to usually on the SAT use straightforward math on more than half of the questions, and we'll be doing the same sort of thing here. But I'll show you when number picking and backtracking are going to be great strategies. Help you pick out the right questions for those strategies. All right, question number 1 is a very typical first question for the SAT. It's not so hard. It's like, the first couple of weeks of Algebra 1, you'd be doing a question like number 1. And so your main job here is not to mess it up. I think the only kind of trap is just to make sure when you distribute that 2, you're distributing a -2 and not a +2. And as long as you remember that, you should be fine here. So I'm just going to use straightforward math. We're going to distribute this -2 to the x and -4 minus 2x plus, make sure you get that plus there, plus 8. 3 and 8 is 11 minus 2x. D is the correct answer. This question was so quick, you want to make sure that you don't mess it up, right? So this is worth exactly as many points as the hardest question on the test. So do it again, do it 3 times if you have to, but make sure you distributed that negative, okay? And once you're satisfied that you've not only done the question, but you've double checked it, let's move on to the next one.